Hello ladies, I'm sure that many of us would agree that it is the kind of man in this video that every one of us are praying to God to get, and we want them for our sisters. Also, men who are real gentlemen actually are looking forward to seeing their sisters, fiancés or friends behave in an orderly manner towards them, like simply opening the door for them. But in the video you watch briefly, you will see how this man actually spawned the opportunity of getting this beautiful lady to be his sweetheart for life. Let's go right into it, and I would appreciate your firm judgment after watching.
It's open. It's open.
I don't go out on dates with guys who don't open the door for me.
Really?
Really?
Seriously?
Yes.
Hello family members. I know this is not the kind of videos that men, young men, gentlemen, guys actually want to watch or listen to anyone that is talking about at a time like this. Yeah, I tried to look at that when one of my bosses made that as a short on his channel, and I was just giggling. There were some things that I picked from the videos. Yeah, the fact that these two guys who were meant to become lovers had some misunderstandings and maybe sort of ended that relationship while it was just budding or budding. Like the relationship was nipped by the actions of the two of them in the bud. So I tried to look closely whether it was another guy that brought that lady and the driver was waiting, or the one who wanted to date was waiting. But no, lo and behold, wherever that lady was, she was walking with that man. It was that man that was walking her down to the car. And when he walked at the car, he passed the side where that lady was, where he probably would have opened the door for her, and went to the driver's side, got in there, and was waiting for the lady to open the door and enter the car. But the lady did make it known to him that she doesn't date guys who don't open the doors for their ladies. And there are so many things to learn from here. You probably would be thinking this lady does not want a lover or something, or you may be thinking she's proud or arrogant, and you may actually also think that the man really doesn't want her. There are so many things to look at in that short video, and I've been thinking, what would I have done in this situation? There are some of us who wouldn't have cared, ladies. There are some of us who wouldn't have cared whether any man opens the door or nobody's opening the door. We just get there, open the door and jump in, and we start going. But there are people that they've been raised that way. Maybe this lady has been seeing her mom being pampered, being doted, being adored by her dad, going everywhere. Maybe till that age she is, maybe her dad is still opening the door for her mom, and maybe herself, maybe whenever they've been picking them at school when she was much younger, it's whoever comes around to pick them, the dad or the mom, that do open the door for them. I do see that a lot in these people. They wouldn't, I'm sure many of these white guys wouldn't have had the mind of leaving that lady standing there without opening the door for her. And even there are some of our young men back in Africa that are that cute. I've seen one of my big sisters, even right there in the village, when she was courting her fiance then, who is now her husband. I saw that beautiful example in Auntie's husband. That was her husband to be then. He would bring her down, and we were like in Kor village, and still open the door for Auntie, and Auntie would just sit in and pull both of her legs together and put them in the car together at the same time. That is what these beautiful woman was trying to make known to that guy. Maybe her reaction shocked the guy, or maybe the action was too frank for the guy. You know, there are men who do not want anyone to question their authority. You see the arrogance displayed in that man. He said, really? When the lady said, I don't date guys, I've been thinking, how many guys has this lady been dating? Has any one of them been behaving this way? And has she also been behaving this way? But then, what if she had asked, how about if you gently open the door? Or how about if you open the door gently as a gentleman that you are for your lady? Jocularly saying, putting that to him, and let's see how it would have gone. But she was very, very straight-faced with a response to him. I don't date a guy who don't open the door for their lady. And you know what I was thinking about is that a guy who does not open the door for you may not really care so much about you. A guy who does not open the door for you may not respect you so much. A guy who does not open the door for you may be looking at you doing all the major works, activities around in the house and not helping you. I mean, not just the household chores, but some home responsibilities, and may not really attend to you. Because in my heart of heart, I think love opens the door. Love opens the door. So this man maybe definitely or sort of does not like this woman to a very good extent. Or maybe we want to think that the lady was too proud. Whatever your thoughts, you may be able to share that with us. Have you enjoyed having your doors being opened by your spouses, ladies? Guys, have you opened doors for your ladies? Do you think it's necessary, or is it just an archaic thing, or is it just one of the... do you think if you open the door for your lady, power whatsoever, ladies, does it matter to you whether your guy opens the door for you or they do not? Or you just would have opened the door? Someone like me wouldn't have even thought about you opening the door anyway. But that's not me. But I think it's gentlemanly or gentlemanlike if you walk in a lady, especially for the first date, because as it was apparent to me, it seems that it was possibly their first date. Would you just leave the lady standing there and would have driven away like that guy? Because I think the guy was really very rude to me. So what would be your school of thought? I think love opens the door. Whether opens the door by the lady or opens the door by the man. In this instance, I think it was that guy that should have opened that door. But since he refused to open, maybe the lady would have jocularly said, they entered into the car and would have just told him that next time, do kindly open the door for your lady. What would you have done if this had happened to you? Okay, or if it happened to your sister and you are just watching from the windows and you just catch a glimpse that the guy who came to the house to pick her up did not open the door for her as a gentleman, what would you have done to your sister? Would you have said, oh, kudos? And if you are a lady and your sister's guy had come to pick her up in the house and did not, I mean, they walked themselves to the car, but the guy did not open the door for your sister, ladies, what would you have done? What would you have said to your sister? Mommies and daddies around, make a contribution, please. Let's see how it goes. And don't come here and say that she's being feminist or she's displaying feminist traits or whatsoever. Thank you. Let's see how it goes.